What's up everyone, 94K here. I've been using the Sony WH-1000XM4s for about the past week now. They are a fantastic pair of headphones. They are a little bit of an improvement from the XM3s. Where the biggest improvement comes from is the added features it has. Sound quality, design, noise cancelling is all roughly the same but have been improved. The features really add more of a value to these and just push them even more on top. And they stay true to being the kings of noise cancelling headphones. Let's get into it. So the design of these is basically the exact same as the XM3s. There's not really any difference in design change at all. The only noticeable difference I've been able to tell is just that where you used to have the noise cancelling ambient and assistant button that now just says custom on it rather than saying NC/ambient. That's the only noticeable change that I was able to see on these headphones. The padding didn't seem like it changed at all. It was still the same kind of thickness on the ear cups and on the top of the head. You just have the same copper trim on both the black and the silver models. So the design, they didn't change at all, and I think that's actually a smart move. These are very comfortable headphones. They've been comfortable ever since I got the XM2s. On the 3s, they added that topping padding there and made the ear cups a little bit more padded, and they kept that on these XM4s, and I think it makes them some of the most comfortable headphones around. With comfort, I can wear these for hours. With glasses, that is one big thing, so I don't get any pressure here on the temple at all. I wear them for about 2 hours, and a lot of headphones I'll get pressure because of the compression just of the headphones themselves. It's just the nature of them, but Sony does a really good job with having that compression not be too heavy. Sound quality on these was really good as well. The bass is still super clean and deep. The mids and highs were nice and clear. You could hear the separation of instruments on songs, and all in all, it's really, really good package sound quality. If you want like audiophile high end, you're obviously gonna be looking at like Sennheiser's high end ones or Bang & Olufsen, though that realm. But for standard noise cancelling headphones, these are fantastic. Now we're gonna do a mic test with the 1000 XM4s. So this is the mic quality of the Sony WH-1000XM4s. As you can hear, it's not the greatest thing in the world. It does a pretty good job if you're just doing like a quick phone call or like video call, but I would not use these as like a primary thing for daily video calls and phone calls, just because that mic quality isn't the best, and you can definitely get better for a cheaper price just by using even earbuds themselves. The noise canceling on these is still cutting edge, top of the line noise canceling. I have not tried any noise canceling headphones that beat these Sonys. They do such a fantabulous job canceling out all noise. One thing I've noticed they do a little bit better on is kind of higher pitch, so someone talking, I can't really hear someone who's standing next to me. I couldn't say that with the XM3s. I could hear them a little bit. With the 4s, if you are playing music, you can't really hear anyone. When it's just that passive noise canceling, you can hear them a titch, but it does a really good job even without any music playing. Battery life on these, Sony quotes 30 hours with noise canceling. It is 38 hours without noise canceling. That's pretty accurate. I charge them about once a week. I probably use them maybe 10-15 hours a week, and typically when I'm charging them, they're at like 50% or higher even. There'll be a couple times when I get them down to 20. If I constantly keep taking them off without turning them off. They do have a new feature where it will just automatically turn them off, but that still takes roughly about 15 minutes for it to recognize that they're not being worn and just to turn them off in general. So with that leading into all the new features that they added to these XM4s, the big one I was excited for was just being able to take them off and then have it pause and then put them back on and then have it start playing. That for me is a really big feature because I'm constantly using that, because I typically would just take them off to talk to someone. I won't really like cover the right ear cup or anything like that.
I just take them off. And this is a super nice feature because it really benefits that, because I don't have to pause it, mess with the touch controls, and then take them off. I can just take them off. I know they're gonna pause and then put them right back on, and then they're just gonna play again. The other main feature that they added is 2-device support. So this is actually really nice. I personally didn't think I would like it nearly as much as I have. So I have it set up on my 2 phones, my iPhone and my S20 Plus. So how you enable this is you go into the app, you turn on this device setting. It does have to turn off LDAC, so that is just a higher quality audio and codec that just gives you better quality, obviously. Only time I've actually noticed that sound quality difference is when I'm using Tidal's mastered quality and hi-fi. Other than that, like YouTube or Spotify, I personally have not noticed the difference at all. So up to you on whether that's worth it or not. When you are connecting these, it gives you the option of all the devices you currently have paired with those headphones. So I had my 2 phones and my iPad and my laptop. So I chose my 2 phones. So when I go to turn on the headphones and I have both of those paired, it will connect to whatever the first one is, whether it's the iPhone or the Samsung. Typically it ends up being the Samsung. And then it will pair to the second one about 5 seconds later. And how you switch between these devices is you just pause it on one device and then you start playing it on the next. There is about I'd say around a 5-second delay typically, but they will then start playing onto the other device. And this is a really smooth thing. It is the first time I've had this, so with that delay, I expect that, and I think that's actually a pretty good delay time with it really only being 5 seconds. There was a couple of times when it ended up being like 10 seconds, which is kind of disappointing, but just having this feature is super nice for those people who are constantly moving between devices. One feature that I did not think I was actually going to like that much, but ended up really liking, this wasn't actually really advertised too much. I never saw anything about it with these. It's called Speak to Chat. So what this does is when you start talking, it recognizes that, and then it will go into its ambient mode, so then you can hear kind of everything around you. It's super cool, rather than covering your ear or anything like that. So you're allowed to talk to someone. It's super cool. It works flawlessly for recognizing when you start talking, and I haven't really had too many accidental trips of it going on during the wrong time. The one issue I have had is that when it's going back, so there's a couple of time frames you can do. So I have it about 15 seconds, which I believe is the lowest. Then there's also a 20, a 25, and a 30, I believe, for that time of no noise to go back to what you were previously playing. So I've had issues where it doesn't go back at all, and I have to go on my phone or laptop and restart what I was playing because it just doesn't remember where it was. Hopefully this can be approved upon software updates. I imagine it can be, but this is something that I would really like to use more often, so I can stop just taking them off my head. I can leave them on, I can just start talking to someone, and it works great. So that's the idea of it. I think when they get this down, it is going to be a super cool feature to have that I honestly don't know if other headphones at all have. So if you are looking for a noise canceling pair of headphones and are willing to pay top dollar for them, so these are $350. Sony does make some cheaper options that are also very good, but these are the top of the line. You're gonna pay a premium price for them. They are totally worth it though. They are gonna last you years. Airplane trips are going to be a lot nicer, no more crying babies or anything like that. And sound quality wise, you're going to get a really good experience. And if you're like on airplanes and stuff, you're typically going to watch movies a lot, is what a lot of people will do. This will give you a really immersive experience into that and kind of help you just zone everything else out. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, definitely hit that like button and then subscribe for future videos. Hopefully I'll be able to push out some more videos here soon. Until that next video, stay safe, have a good one, peace out.